If you're struggling with lower back pain, the following gentle exercises and stretches will help you relieve tension, improve mobility, and strengthen key muscles for better support. These are movements that I personally rely on to get relief, and I'm sure they'll make a huge difference for you. Let's go through them step by step. The bird dog exercise is one of my go-to exercises for building deep core stability, reducing pressure on the lumbar spine. So you want to start on all fours with your wrist aligned underneath your shoulders and knees under your hips. Make sure to engage your core. Slowly extend your arms, your right arm and left leg at the same time. You want to keep alternating. You want to keep your back neutral. You want to avoid any overarching or rounding of the back. You want to hold for a second and then slowly return to starting position. You can repeat this movement for 8 to 10 repetitions, but make sure that you're doing it slow. Focus on slow, controlled movements rather than speed. That really helps with the deep core activation. The next exercise is the toe taps. So this is also another fantastic exercise for activating your deep core muscles. You want to have your knees bent at a 90-degree angle. Keep your lower back here gently on the mat at all times, so you want to avoid overarching. And as you're lowering one foot towards the ground, you want to keep the movement really slow and controlled. Tap the floor lightly, and then again starting to return to starting position. And you want to keep alternating for 10 to 12 repetitions per side. If your lower back starts to lift off the floor or the mat and you're starting to overarch, just make sure to reduce that range of motion. Keeping control is more important than how low you go or how fast you're going. Now we are going to transition into some stretches. So I really love the child pose stretch. It really helps to decompress the spine and relax the tight lower back muscles. So you can start on all fours. And just as you sit your hips back towards your heels, extending your arms forward, keeping your forehead resting on the floor, and then taking deep belly breaths here. You can hold this stretch for 30 seconds up to a minute if you'd like. I love this stretch after a long day of sitting, just breathing into it and relaxing into the floor, and it really helps to relieve tension from the lower back. Next, I want to share the wall stretch, and the wall stretch is a simple but very effective way to open up the lower back and hips. And you want to stand facing a wall, place your hands on the wall, shoulder height. You want to step back, hinge at the hips, and keeping your back straight. You really want to focus on lengthening your back here as you let your chest fall down. You can hold here for 20 or 30 seconds. Make sure to lengthen your legs as well, and slowly returning to the starting position. You can also do this stretch with your hands on a countertop or sturdy surface if that feels better for you. Next, I want to share the seated piriformis stretch. Tight glutes and piriformis muscles can definitely contribute to lower back pain, and this stretch really helps release tension in the glutes. You want to sit on a chair, or you can do it on the floor. You want to cross one ankle over the opposite knee, forming a figure 4 shape. And you can gently lean forward to deepen the stretch. You can also place your hand on your knee to put more pressure and deepen the stretch. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds and then switch sides. Make sure here to just lean into the stretch without forcing it, and just breathe into the stretch. The next stretch is the 90-90 stretch. And this is also another stretch to help release the glutes and the piriformis, but it is more of a hip mobility as well. So you want to keep your knees bent at a 90-degree angle in front of you. Lean to the side. Keep your torso here nice and tall as you're leaning forward over your front leg. You can hold here for 20 to 30 seconds again, and then switch side. And we want to finish with the psoas or hip flexor stretch. The hip flexors, they tighten up really frequently and pull on the lower back, and they cause discomfort. They can also contribute to that anterior pelvic tilt posture, which causes chronic lower back pain. So I always make sure to have to include this stretch whenever I feel any lower back tension. So you want to kneel on one knee and have the other foot in front, forming a 90-degree angle. You want to do just a small posterior tilt, so tucking your pelvis back. If you want, you can slightly shift forward, but I just want you to focus on that posterior tilt, keeping your back straight and just shifting your weight slightly forward to feel the stretch. You can also squeeze the glute just slightly of that working leg. You want to hold for 20 to 30 seconds and you want to switch sides. And again, if your hip flexors are very tight, try engaging your glute here as you're stretching that hip. It really helps to deepen the stretch. And you can finish here with lengthening your back and legs. And I really hope that these stretches are going to help you. I'm sure they will. Let me know in the comments which one felt best for you. And don't forget to check out the additional resources included below the video. If you need help with deep core exercises, I have a free PDF that includes the best exercises to activate and strengthen the transverse abdominis. Make sure to grab it. The link is below the video.